Hi, my name is Mike Tamalti and I'm the Managing Director of MyAcorn. We're the co-host today of this event. My apologies for not being there today. We run around 400 of these seminars with Peninsula. It's very likely I'm attending another seminar today. But don't take it personally. What I wanted to do today though was to give you a little bit of insight on how Peninsula have helped our business in overcome some of the challenges and hurdles that the speaker today has actually talked about. Well, first of all, just a little introduction to who we are, MyAcorn. Well, we're a sales consultancy. We provide outsourced telemarketing, outsourced telesales, sales consultancy, interim directorships, as well as sales training at all levels, from inside sales, telesales, telemarketing, the lead generation, right the way through to their key account managers. We provide a whole raft of services around sales training, sales development, sales coaching, commission plans. We can develop those to incentivize your staff in the right way. Not only are we a provider of sales, but we also have a number of partnerships that help us with our marketing consultancy as well. And we provide data services, so the reason why you're here today is because we invited you to the seminar on the back of the data that we provided to Peninsula. But we're not really here today to talk about how we can help you as an organisation. I'm here to talk about how Peninsula have helped us as an organisation. We've been going now since September 2006 when we were incorporated, and by the time we got to February in 2007 we'd grown quite a bit. We'd won a number of contracts from some of the IT companies that I'd previously worked for, and we had around about 14 staff. Now, as you're probably aware, managing inside sales operations, you probably get a lot of absenteeism, late people turning up, and a plethora of issues that a normal telesales manager would have to manage on an ongoing basis. So that's where Peninsula came in. We looked at hiring a new manager with some HR responsibilities, so to manage the absenteeism and follow through on the process that we had at that time in our employment handbooks. So we got a load of documents off this web-based company. We'd spent £100 for this information, and we had to then incorporate that into our own company standards. Put our own holidays in there, put our own sickness policies in there. They just gave us the wording for it. Now, when Peninsula came out to speak to us, they looked at this and said, right, we can do this better for you. So, ideal example, we got the royal wedding in 2011. Well, a number of people in their employment contracts, and we were one of them, had 20 days plus the bank holidays, which meant that we had to give 29 days in 2011. Now, if we'd had specific 20 days plus the 8 bank holidays, then we could have stayed open on that day. Now, in 2008, we started to enter into discussions to purchase one of our competitors, and just by chance I was speaking to one of the consultants at Peninsula. They reminded me of something called the 2-pay regulations. I stood here today, I still couldn't tell you anything about the 2-pay regulations, but I don't need to because Peninsula did. And the purchase price that I was looking to pay for this organisation changed dramatically when we factored in all of the obligations that we would have under 2-pay. So we backed away from that decision. Now, that decision could have been completely different. We could have taken on all of the staff from this organisation and could put our business into real jeopardy, but Peninsula helped us steer a course where we didn't have to go through that pain. In July 2008, as everybody knows, the recession or the depression hit, and like all organisations at that time, we had to make some changes. We work, like I said, with a lot of American IT companies, and around about this time, July, August, September, they start to reevaluate their marketing spend, and the first thing to go is their outsourced telemarketing. So in July 2008, we went through the pain of actually making some people redundant. It wasn't a real pain in the respect of it was an arduous process because Peninsula were there to hold our hands. They talked us through the whole process. They gave us all of the documentation again if we wanted to write to the employees. They would give us the letters to do that. When we put the scoring matrices together to decide who unfortunately was going to be made redundant, again Peninsula gave us all of that documentation. And then finally, when we made the decisions on who was to leave our organisation, Peninsula helped us put the letters together there. A number of people were made redundant at that time, but I'm glad to say through the help of Peninsula we didn't have anybody have umbrage with the processes that we followed. Now by 2009, these American organisations that we worked with previously in 2008 got their marketing spend back. Now it wasn't the same level of marketing spend that we had previously, but there was a deal of marketing money available, and they decided to outsource to us again. Now we had to make a decision. What do? Do we hire more full-time staff, or do we look at different ways of doing this? So we looked at contracted staff, temporary staff, with a mix of full and part-time staff to support these organisations. Peninsula helped us through that process greatly. What they did is they helped us identify the kind of staff and resources that we need to support some of our clients. And again, the consultants that came out to us were very much a business partner, and they helped us with that whole process. In 2009 in October, guess what happened? The marketing budgets got slashed again. And again, we had to go through the same painful process as 2008, which was laying off people. However, because of the work that we'd done at the start of the year in 2009, it wasn't nearly as painful as the previous year. June 2010, our contracts were getting reviewed, so we signed up with Peninsula, like I say, in 2007 on a 5-year deal, but throughout that process, year on year, they're very proactive, and they came to us and said, right, are you aware of the changes in, for example, the Equality Act? Are you aware of the proposed changes within the pension reforms? And they were very proactive. They came to us and told us, right, you need to update your employee handbook with the Equality Act. You need to start looking at the way you manage the pensions and the retirement age. And that was invaluable to us. And they've done that throughout the whole process, to be fair to them. And that's why today we're delighted to represent Peninsula, speak on Peninsula's behalf, run these seminars around the country. It's been invaluable to our business, and hopefully it's been an invaluable day for you. And just to wrap up, just some of the things again that they've helped us with. They've helped us manage the disciplinary process. They've helped us manage the to-pay process, which would have been very, very costly to us. And then for all of my team leads, you will have seen today that training is available to your staff. Well, we utilised that. It was completely free of charge to us as a member of Peninsula. We sent our employees on handling disciplinaries, effective one-to-one, counselling. So it's well worth sending any of your staff onto those free training courses. Peninsula have helped me make my business a success today. I want to thank you now for listening to us today. Thank you for attending this event. If you have any questions, if you want to go into a little bit more detail about how Peninsula have helped us, then please don't hesitate to pick up the phone and give me a call. Thank you.